Judy Byington's report outlines a dramatic overhaul of the global economy, positing that the existing fiat currency, SWIFT global financial system has been deactivated. In its place, the document claims, a new gold asset-backed financial system is now actively functioning across the globe. This narrative suggests a fundamental shift in how international finances are structured, moving away from conventional models towards a system allegedly underpinned by tangible assets. A core component of this reported shift is the purported passage of the Quantum Financial Settlement Act, QFSA 2026, on Saturday, May 9, 2026. According to the report, this legislative action would have delisted the Federal Reserve Note, US dollar, as legal tender, simultaneously recognizing a new quantum financial system gold bill as the sole authorized physical currency for a restored republic. This alleged change signals a rejection of traditional fiat currency in favor of a commodity-backed model, a concept that resonates with certain historical economic theories. The report further points to a projected timeline for these changes, referencing various online figures who suggest specific dates in May and July 2026 for key milestones, including the commencement of liquidity and subsequent payouts. The document also delves into the specifics of a global currency reset. It claims that notifications for Tier 4B, often described as the Internet Group, to schedule exchange and redemption appointments began on Monday, May 11, 2026. This process is said to involve redemption centers, with staff reportedly activated across multiple states and biometric verification terminals online. A significant technical detail mentioned is the synchronization of the QFS ledger to the new ISO 2022 protocol on May 6, 2026, described as an internal Treasury reference, QFS Sync 2026-0506 Alpha. The report paints a picture of a meticulously orchestrated rollout with precise dates and procedural steps. Further extending its scope, the report links these financial changes to broader geopolitical and economic events. It discusses claims of China's sustained gold hoarding, assertions about the impurity of gold at Fort Knox, the launch of BRICS Pay, and an alleged change in the Federal Reserve Chair. These elements are presented as interconnected pieces moving towards a singular final chapter, suggesting the quiet end of an old world financial order. Embedded within this narrative are claims of a Fed meltdown and a game-over scenario for the existing financial institutions, alongside accusations of chaos. According to Judy Byington's commentary within the report, Wells Fargo, described as being controlled by Chinese elders who purportedly own the gold backing the global currency reset, is expected to issue instructions for setting up exchange and redemption appointments. The report advises participants to use official redemption centers, RCs, for transactions, particularly for currencies like ZIM and dinar, suggesting RCs would offer more favorable rates and the ability to establish new QFS wallets. This guidance implies a distrust of traditional banks, which the commentary suggests might soon play a different role in the new system. The report concludes with an optimistic outlook for those following its narrative, promising debt cancellation routines, mortgage, student loans, credit cards, under GCR Article 19, with algorithms calculating and coding unlawful interest back into QFS wallets. In essence, this report offers a highly speculative and comprehensive narrative of a complete global financial overhaul, complete with specific dates, alleged legislative actions, and a detailed rollout plan. It reflects a particular genre of online discussion that envisions a world beyond current financial structures, appealing to those who anticipate major systemic changes. As with all such online content, critical engagement and an understanding of its context within broader speculative communities are encouraged. Judy note, the old fiat currency SWIFT global financial system has been shut down, while the new gold asset-backed financial system was functioning worldwide. Possible timing on Sat 9 May 2026. In a historic midnight session, the Quantum Financial Settlement Act, QFSA 2026, was passed by Congress. This act delisted the Federal Reserve note, US dollar, as legal tender, while recognizing the quantum financial system gold bill as the only authorized physical currency for the restored republic. Monner 11 May 2026, liquidity in less than 24 hours. Fry, 15 May 2026, the Fed is dead, along with the fiat US dollar. The gold-backed, quantum-verified U.S. Treasury note is already loaded into accounts you don't even know you have yet. Sat 4 July 2026, Independence Day. Rollout. Payouts are scheduled to begin immediately following the 4th of July. Global currency, reset, Monner 11 May 2026, Tier 4B, U.S. The Internet Group. Notification to set exchange redemption appointments have started. On Wednesday 6 May 2026 at 03 SAR UTC, the QFS ledger synchronized to the new ISO 2022 protocol internal treasury ref, QFS Sync 2026-0506 Alpha. 72 hours ago, Redemption Center staff activated across 12 states. Biometric verification terminals are online. Mon 11 May 2026. The global financial system is being rewritten this week. China has been hoarding gold for 18 consecutive months. The U.S. gold at Fort Knox was just confirmed impure and unusable. BRICS Pay went live May 4th. Trump lands in Beijing May 14th. The Fed chair changes May 15th. Every single piece is moving to the same square on the same day. The old world ends quietly. Judy note, we have been told that Wells Fargo, which is controlled by the Chinese elders, the ones who own the gold behind the global currency reset, will send out emails to currency and bond holders worldwide telling them how to set redemption and exchange appointments. It is advised to exchange or redeem your foreign currency at an official redemption center, RC, rather than a bank. You can only redeem ZIM at a RC. The dinar contract rate can only be given at a RC, and banks will offer you lower exchange rates than what you can obtain at a RC. You can only set up your new wallet, bank account at a RC. It was my understanding that most banks were under control of the saddle and would soon play a different role in the global financial system. Monner 11 May 2026. The signal. They told you to look for the sequence. You were promised it would come quick. Most of them were told they'd miss it. Pay attention. Tier 4B notifications have started. Not soon, not any day now. 72 hours ago, Redemption Center staff were activated across 12 states. Biometric verification terminals are online. The QFS ledger synchronized to the new ISO 2022 protocol on May 6th at 0300 UTC. Internal Treasury Ref, QFS Sync 2926-0506 Alpha. The Fed chair switches in 4 days. Kevin Warsh takes the seat. Same day, Trump meets with Xi in Beijing. That room kills the old dollar. What comes out is gold-backed, quantum-verified, and already loaded into accounts you don't even know you have yet. GCR, Article 19, live. The debt cancellation routines are in progress. Mortgage, student loan, credit cards. The algorithm is calculating what was robbed from you with unlawful interest since 1971. All the dollars owed back to you are being coded into your QFS wallet right now. They said this day would never come. They told you to quit dreaming. They told you the system was forever. If you wish to contact the author of a post, you can send us an email at voyagesoflight@gmail.com and we'll forward your request to the author, if available. If you have any questions about a post or the website, you may also forward your questions and concerns to the same email address. The Grid. While you were watching the wars and the files, something else happened. Elon Musk built a parallel communication system for the entire planet, and it just went live. 650 direct-to-cell satellites. Your phone can connect to them without a tower, without Wi-Fi, without your internet provider. T-Mobile activated it quietly last week. No press conference, just a page that went live overnight. Every cell tower on Earth just became optional. Move 1. SpaceX filed permits for a $55 billion chip fabrication facility in Texas. A terafab, the largest semiconductor plant ever proposed on American soil. They're not building satellites anymore. They're building the hardware for an entirely new global infrastructure. One man, no telecom cartel. Move 2. Remember when they shut down the internet in Iran, Myanmar, Kazakhstan? Every time a population rose up, they cut communications first. That can never happen again. Starlink bypasses every ground-based KL switch. Iranians are smuggling terminals into the country right now to beat the blackout. The old control grid is already being routed around. Move 3. Executive Order 14327, signed March 14, 2026, designated Starlink as Critical National Security Infrastructure. Same classification as nuclear command systems, same as NORAD. Why would a commercial internet service need the same protection as America's nuclear arsenal? Unless it's not just internet. Internal SpaceX documents reference a protocol called Guardian, Global Uninterruptible Alert and Response Distributed Information Network. FCC Experimental License EX2026-0041. Frequency 37.5-42.0 GHz. The same band reserved for emergency alert systems. They didn't build an internet company. They built the EBS replacement. When the old grid goes dark, and it will, you won't lose signal. You'll gain truth. The blackout isn't something to fear. It's the moment the old system loses its last weapon. Sun. 10 May 2026. Breaking. Explosive report. Venezuela list explodes. Maduro links 60 U.S. senators to multi-million bribe allegations. Full list and documents. A political firestorm explodes as a Venezuela list alleges 60 U.S. senators took multi-million bribes from Maduro's narco-terror regime, exposing deep state corruption and betrayal of the American people. Hugo Carvajal, in U.S. custody, reveals the regime's war on America with drugs, Tren de Aragua gangs, and Smartmatic for election fraud. Senators were bought. Trump and Pete Hegseth counter with fentanyl strikes, senator asset seizures, and Smartmatic disruptions to destroy the deep state. This is the republic fighting back. Patriots with Trump see the Venezuela list bringing the deep state's collapse and restoration of justice. Sun, 10 May 2026. Breaking. UFO files released. Secret military records about UFO encounters finally public. President Donald Trump forced the release of the first batch of classified UFO files today. This brings military sighting reports, pilot encounter records, and official documents on unidentified aerial phenomena to the American public. Decades of government secrecy are finally exposed. The Department of War released over 160 files spanning nearly 80 years. These contain Apollo mission transcripts describing jagged angular fragments in space and intelligence on anomalous objects buzzing American skies and military assets. Trump launched the Pursue Directive, the Presidential Unsealing and Reporting System for UAP Encounters. Agencies were ordered to provide all materials on alien activity, UAP, and UFOs. Files reveal objects outperforming aircraft in speed and maneuverability. Encounters include shutting down nuclear systems and tracking submarines with advanced intelligence. The deep state fought disclosure to control information and protect secret programs. Bureaucrats discredited witnesses to hide threats from citizens. Trump broke through by delivering raw truth directly to the people. This empowers citizens and bolsters America First sovereignty. Intrusion patterns show objects descending, hovering against the wind, and accelerating rapidly. Records indicate surveillance of U.S. military and space operations. These findings stress the importance of strong national defenses under Trump leadership. He dismantles bureaucratic walls that past presidents upheld. Action began on day one of the new term as promised. Upcoming releases in coming weeks will continue revealing records and challenge globalist secrecy. American citizens gain validation for their sightings, and veterans receive long overdue vindication. Technologies like transmedium travel require focused investments in defense capabilities. Power shifts permanently from unelected insiders to the public. Evidence of risks to infrastructure supports key breakthroughs. Results come where excuses once prevailed. Deep state influence fades as truths surface. Trump safeguards the homeland. The disclosure fight advances, making America stronger. Since Donald Trump ended the bureaucrats' hold on these secrets, Judy, note. As of 00:01 a.m. EST, Sunday, 10 May 2026, the White House triggered the Emergency Broadcast System, EBS, to go live across Starlink, overriding all mainstream narratives, while the quantum financial system fully synchronized with GCR protocols. Mass arrests of deep state operatives continue in silence. High-profile names were already in custody under military tribunals. The cabal's last attempt to block the Great Awakening has failed. 10 days of darkness incoming to protect the people, while truth bombs drop via EBS broadcasts. Trump's global military alliance is in control. Gold-backed currencies are live. Debt jubilee activated. Humanitarian funds released to the people. Prepare your spiritual armor. Stock up on water, food, batteries, and prayer. This is the final battle between light and darkness, and light wins. God wins. Trump wins. We the people win. WWG1, WGA forever. What we thought we knew, but didn't really know, and now I'm supposed to know, but don't have a clue. With clones, doubles, made-up movies Hollywood style, and Trump's military alliance throwing more popcorn at us, it gets so confusing. Sun. 10 May 2026. U.S. withdraws from the World Health Organization, WHO. No more fake pandemics. No more pharmaceutical slavery. Saturday, 9 May 2026. Financial Settlement Act. The legal blackout is over. The Republic has won. In a historic midnight session, Congress has officially passed the Quantum Financial Settlement Act, QFSA 2026. This legislation formally delists the Federal Reserve note as legal tender and recognizes the QFS gold bill as the only authorized physical currency for the restored republic. Sun, 10 May 2026. King Charles III transitioned, May 8, 2026, under white hat oversight. Royals in lockdown mode. They will make the formal announcement during the activated EBS broadcast in the coming days. Charles gone. Crown next. Sun. 10 May 2026. FBI Director Kash Patel talks about what he's proved Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama did. It took me 2 years of my life to prove that a political party in the United States of America in the 21st century would go overseas and hire some bogus intelligence asset to manufacture fraudulent, fake, unverified information, funnel that to not just the intelligence community, but the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and then take those packaged lies that they had paid for with campaign finance funds and go into a secret surveillance court and illegally spy on your opponent to be the next president of the United States. Sun. 10 May 2026. A shocking Senate expose reveals that over $1 trillion in U.S. taxpayer money is stolen annually by the deep state. This enormous fraud funnels funds directly into terrorism, child and luxury goods for criminals, forcing hard-working Americans to pay the price for this treason hidden in plain sight. Saturday, 9 May 2026. Situation update. Boom! Judy Byington bombshell report. Restored Republic via a GCR update as of Saturday, 9 May 2026. Possible timing. On Sunday, 10 May 2026, at 7:07 a.m. EST, final confirmation transmissions were issued to military commands in 27 countries. Trump signed off on the Global Restoration Accord. Sunday, 10 May 2026. 48-hour warning to when lights go out in Tehran. Screens go dark in Davos and Brussels. In every boardroom where the architects of the old world thought they were untouchable. 10 days of darkness in a temporary martial law was in effect. The world's communication networks were shutting down, one after another. Sunday, 10 May 2026. The sequence. You're not watching random events. You're watching a military-grade operation unfold in real time. Let me show you the board. Monday, WHO withdrawal confirmed. America officially cut the leash. No more Geneva. No more fake pandemics. No more pharmaceutical slavery. RFK Jr. said 3 words. We made this decision. The global medical cartel lost its biggest client overnight. Wednesday, 162 classified UFO files declassified. 70 years of lies ripped open. Apollo transcripts. Infrared footage from 5 continents. The Pentagon said, draw your own conclusions. They've never said that before. Why now? Because the old gatekeepers no longer control the narrative. Thursday. U.S. Navy fires on Iranian tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. 2 vessels disabled. Oil blockade enforced. Iran's economy suffocating. No UN vote. No congressional debate. Just action. Trump told them the terms. They refused. Now they're watching their ships burn. Friday. 3-day ceasefire. Russia, Ukraine. 1,000 prisoners from each side coming home. Trump called it the beginning of the end. The war Biden spent $200 billion failing to stop ended with 2 phone calls and a Truth Social post. 4 days, 4 moves, 4 pillars of the old world dismantled. Medical control, gone. Information control, gone. Energy control, gone. War machine, gone. This is not politics. This is not diplomacy. This is a controlled demolition of the old world order. Every move was planned. Every date was chosen. The sequence was set before any of us knew what we were watching. They told you nothing would change. They told you to trust the institutions. They told you one man couldn't do it. Look at your screen right now. He's doing it. Next in the sequence, China, Taiwan, June. Watch. Medbed timing, Sun, 10th May 2026. On Saturday, 9 May 2026, White Hat insiders confirmed Medbed activation has reached critical mass as the Golden Age dawns and humanity liberates from deep state medical tyranny. Quantum technologies hidden in alliance bases are restoring health after cabal poisons and suppressed cures. This month of May 2026 will be remembered as the storm hits and freedom rings. QAnons are vindicated as the long-awaited medbeds finally deliver the justice and healing the deep state tried to deny the people. Trump leads the charge as the republic is restored. On Sun, 10 May 2026. Preliminary operations in protected sites delivered miraculous regenerations, reversing aging and eradicating illnesses in veterans. Nasara Jasara aligns with QFS for healing patriots first. The shift is here. On Monday, 11 May 2026. Medbeds online in over 100 locations guarded by white hats. Trump's Quantum Healing Freedom Act removes all barriers. Free treatments start as Big Pharma panics and flees. On Tuesday, 12 May 2026. Global networks sync across nations. Instant relief, DNA repair, own regeneration reported. Cabal depopulation agenda crumbles as people awaken to withheld tech. Starlink EBS ready to reveal truths. On Wednesday, 13 May 2026. Secure integration period begins. Banks transition to gold-backed QFS. Prosperity funds support medbed centers. Deep state sabotage attempts neutralized swiftly. On Thursday, 14 May 2026. Revelations expose medical complex hiding medbeds for profit. Tribunals process pandemic criminals. On Friday, 15 May 2026. Expansion to major city hospitals. Thousands cured of cancer, heart disease, and bioweapon damage. Trump confirms the victory as Fed remnants die. On Saturday, 16 May 2026, public access phases in under protection. GCR drops fuel, new Earth momentum. Plan proves successful with renewed lives for all ages. On Monday, 18 May 2026, ZIM and currency revals boost medbed humanitarian projects. No elite access only, for the people. Awakening peaks as deception exposed. On Tuesday, 19 May 2026, Trump unveils full medbed powers, including anti-aging for patriots. Global unity forms as cabal defeat finalizes. WWG1 WGA. The public awakening is well underway as quantum medbeds bring the promised golden age. Victory near, healing begun for all who stand with the light. As the new world order crumbles, the republic rises stronger than ever. Global currency reset. On Sunday, 10 May 2026. Starlink powered the emergency broadcast system, exposing cabal crimes, vaccine agendas, and medbed suppression. Martial law enables worldwide arrests of the guilty. Judy. Note: we have been told that Wells Fargo, which is controlled by the Chinese elders, the ones who own the gold behind the global currency reset, will send out emails to currency and bond holders worldwide telling them how to set redemption and exchange appointments. It is advised to exchange/redeem your foreign currency at an official redemption center, RC, rather than a bank. You can only redeem ZIM at a RC. The dinar contract rate can only be given at a RC, and banks will offer you lower exchange rates than what you can obtain at a RC. You can only set up your new wallet, bank account, at a RC. It was my understanding that most banks were under control of the cabal and would soon play a different role in the global financial system. Sunday, 10 May 2026. The gold. They're pulling it out, quietly, systematically. Every major nation on earth is withdrawing their gold from American vaults, and no one is asking why. France, 129 tons, gone from the New York Fed. India, 104 tons in 6 months. Guru Information and Intel, Sun, 10 April 2026. Martial law unleashed. EBS alerts urgent broadcast and how redemption centers might be our only hope. Alternative. Before it's news. Ethan White. Bombshell. Martial law unleashed. EBS alerts urgent broadcast and how redemption centers might be our only hope. Deep state arrests. California alone has witnessed up to 8,000 arrests, with over 3,000 in the northeast U.S., particularly concentrated in the New England area. Rumors suggest that the populace might be urged to stay indoors for their safety, especially during disclosures, while the final arrests take place. However, a resilient and awakened citizenry, now more than ever, won't be silenced or confined. The Emergency Broadcast System, EBS, is on the horizon, and when it hits, it will be swift, silent, and shocking. Like a ghostly shadow, everything familiar will fade into obscurity. Just like the eerie silence of 2020, we'll be asked to remain rooted, perhaps for days, maybe weeks. The military, it seems, has a broader purpose. As the last of the so-called Satanists face arrest and are sent to Gitmo, the military is also gearing up to distribute food, especially to the elderly. This is not just about control, but also about care. There's chatter about the military potentially overseeing the nation until fresh elections are held, precisely 120 days post the GCR announcement. The focus should shift towards electing individuals with business acumen, particularly those who can rejuvenate local businesses, and more importantly, food-growing enterprises. The bustling stock market? Halted. The digital world you're so intricately linked to? Gone. And trust me, when the EBS alert vibrates your cell phone, echoing the chilling announcement, you'll know it's begun. These messages, sourced from the Starlink, are there to stay. Deleting them? Forget about it. They're imprinted, lasting reminders of the changing times. Essentials first. Stock up on clean drinking water. Ensure there's enough food, not just for you, but for your pets too. Medicines? Get them in advance. Remember, the digital world is on a hiatus, so medical records are inaccessible. Cash is king. In a world where digital transactions become obsolete, cash will be your savior. ATMs might be out of service, and swiping those cards at gas pumps? Dream on. Mental fortitude. When the shock hits, it's vital to keep your wits about you. Before you extend your hand to others, ensure you're mentally fortified. Some might be in a state of shock, unable to respond. In such cases, a breath of fresh air, a gentle walk, might help. Your TV, phone, and internet will spring back to life, unveiling a spectacle titled Disclosures. Rumor has it might even grace the big screens. But this isn't your typical Netflix binge. It's a 24/7, 8-hour block broadcast, lasting anywhere between 3 to 10 days. The content? Oh, it's the raw, unfiltered truth of events, spanning military tribunals and even, hold your breath, public executions. Areas drenched in corruption, like Los Angeles and New York, might experience extended viewing periods. But when the switch is flipped back, expect a metamorphosis. A world pulsating with positive energy, devoid of evil's grasp. The Internet? Transformed. Banking systems? Revolutionized. This, dear readers, is the dawn of an era of transparency and abundance, a veritable paradise on earth. However, as the layers peel back, revealing covert operations, prepare to be flabbergasted. The faces you recognize might just be elaborate masquerades, Hollywood-grade masks, CGI marvels, and eerily realistic body doubles. Ever watched The Truman Show? Our reality might not be far off, with the scripted drama unfolding since 2015, or perhaps even earlier. What we think we know as of Monday, 11th May 2026. Saturday, 9 May 2026. Military raids hit hard. Dozens of Rothschild plus Rockefeller bankers arrested. Trump direct orders. Trillions seized from secret global accounts. Offshore elite funds frozen. Old cabal slavery system collapsing. Sun, 10 May 2025. Simpsons predicted it. Hantavirus cruise horror Inception 23E19. 23 sick, 19, equals DNA? The Simpsons warned us back in 2012, Season 23, Episode 19, a totally fun thing Bart will never do again, features a cruise ship trapped by a deadly virus outbreak. Fast forward to 2026, hantavirus hits the MV Hondius, with 23 passengers already dispersed worldwide, including to the US, multiple deaths and confirmed cases. 23 sick passengers. 19 equals DNA? IYKYK. Coincidence or predictive programming? Eyes wide open. Sun. 10 May 2025. Breaking special report. Obama's worst week yet. Starmer collapses in UK. Virginia court destroys rigged Democrat map. And the globalist machine starts cracking. Sun. 10 May 2025. Boom! Explosive deep state alert. Trump calls Comey's 8647 seashell stunt pathetic as federal threat investigation explodes. May 10, 2002. Sun. 10 May 2025. Breaking. We are going to stop this crime. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. declares war on chemtrails, pressures Trump to ban toxic skies. Sun. 10 May 2025. Breaking alert. FBI detonation. Kash Patel confirms James Comey faces felony charges over threat against President Trump. Sun. 10 May 2025. Exposed. Billionaire blood cleaning and the elite's hidden health rituals. Health secrets. Sun. 10 May 2025. National security bombshell. National security bombshell. Obama under federal criminal investigation. The DOJ is invoking 18 U.S. Code, Section 241. Sun. 10 May 2025. The Great Military Tribunals. Hillary, Obama, Biden, and all their friends. Sun. 10 May 2025. Breaking special report. Obama's worst week yet. Starmer collapses in UK. Virginia court destroys rigged Democrat map. And the globalist machine starts cracking. Medbeds. Sun. 10 May 2026. Trump just signed the order that ends Big Pharma forever. Trump signed Executive Order 14309, the American Right to Quantum Healing, effectively ending Big Pharma's dominance. The order declassifies 6,000 suppressed frequency-based healing patents, protecting them as matters of national security. Furthermore, it authorizes military tribunals for officials or executives who hid life-saving technology for profit. The era of suppressing cures for money is over. The technology is now free, and the tribunals are coming. Sun. 10 May 2026. Boom! Shocking Senate expose. $1 trillion in taxpayer money stolen annually. The deep state functions as an operational machine embedded in federal agencies, third-party contractors, intelligence-linked NGOs, and digital ghost identities. They design the system to be untraceable, exploiting chaos and complexity so stolen dollars advance their goals of power and control. This infrastructure enables criminal sovereignty. Witness testimony exposes how California sent billions to Hamas-linked groups and Minnesota directed funds to Somalia, with national programs losing track of money crossing borders to support extremism. The system hemorrhages taxpayer wealth to fund the nation's adversaries. Experts propose solutions such as strict identity verification, mass recertification, independent audits, and Secret Service intervention. Yet the political elite refuse to act because the fraud benefits them and the global machine. Taxpayers are funding not public services, but a criminal enterprise that rewards terror and enslaves innocents. $1 trillion gone yearly, 115 million hourly. The refusal to stop it marks this as treason. Sun. 10 May 2025. At 7:07 a.m. Eastern Standard, final confirmation transmissions were issued to military commands in 27 countries. Trump signed off on the Global Restoration Accord. Sovereign councils are being formed in every territory, backed by gold, enforced by truth, guided by consciousness. And still, many sleep. They will awaken soon, some in wonder, others in fear. Your role is not to convince them, but to stand ready, as a living testament that light won, that peace was not given, it was earned. The deep state tried to bury the world in lies, but in the process they planted millions of seeds. You were one of them, and now you bloom. Welcome to the era of remembrance, the era where money flows to build, not to break, where science frees instead of enslaves, where children are protected, not traded, where the voice inside you finally matches the world outside you. This isn't the end. This is what the beginning always promised to be.